Right, so after a harsh winter or after a harsh period of cold, you will find that your fuel efficiency will drop. Mine is dropping now because I've just refueled it and I'm sitting still with this car, but normally it will sit somewhere like on this car, somewhere like 62, 63 miles per gallon. I'm struggling with 50 something now, 50, 52 miles per gallon even on long runs. That's because after a cold snap, the councils in the UK, they will lay down a lot of salt and grit on the road, and what happens is all the cars drive by and spray the salt and grit up into the air, and your car's intake takes that in and deposits some of it on your air filter, but quite often it gets deposited on what you call the MAF sensor. So that's the MAF, Mass Airflow sensor, and with deposits of fine grains of salt on your MAF sensor, which only looks like a tiny little electrical component you find. In fact, it looks a bit like a resistor that you'll find in quite a lot of electrical components. With a fine spray of salt covering your MAF sensor, what will happen is it'll get false readings it'll give false readings to the computer, and your miles per gallon will just plummet. So after a harsh winter, harsh cold spell, and they've laid salt on the road, you must clean the MAF sensor. So now it's warmed up, I think it's worthwhile doing it now. Alright, so easy enough on this car, the Ford Focus. I'll do maybe another video on the Honda I've got, and that's a little bit more involved, but easy enough on this car. I'm going to use basic simple tools. I'm going to try and get away with using an adjustable spanner. I'm not sure if I'll ever get away with it. I'll try. So straight away I've got to go back on what I said. I need a kind of a spanner. Ideally you want a kind of flexible thing with a 7 hex at the end kind of spanner, but this will do. So this spanner 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. From 6 mil to 17 I need 7 mil. I'll need a screwdriver probably, and I think it should be all I need. So you've got deep recesses down here, here. These are not too deep. So I know this screw isn't all that perfect anyway. I'm just going to test if my spanner goes down there, because I don't trust myself. Just tie some electrical tape down there, because I don't really fancy trying to, if I drop it, trying to be digging out the well, jacking up the car, taking out the under tray where it's gone, especially if this drops on the other side of the engine where everything spins. You can have a lot of trouble. If this drops on the gear stick and you go, you know, the gear mechanism down there, you can have a lot of trouble if it sticks and you're driving along and you just totally ignore it. So that one's out. It'll cause a serious accident. Yeah, just one finger through there. I mean, look how small that is. I can easily drop that. Just little things like that. You can do something logical just to prevent a problem, a later problem. Just do it. Not a problem. So I'm going to do the airbox screws as you see. I do all 4. So do I need to take off the negative battery terminal back there? Back there? No, it'll be alright. For a job like this, some jobs you'll have to. For a job like this you don't have to. So, you know, make sure if you've got a little kind of screwdriver like this doesn't come out. You know, it's not loose. That's another example of just helping yourself. So that should come off. can do the same and loosen this one up as well. Very easy on this car. So after winter, after a cold spell, definitely when you notice your miles per gallon drop. Right, okay, so time to unplug this. It's possible I might need to move that out of the way. There we go, that's it. Make sure that's there. Don't forget to plug that back in, and hopefully the lid will come off now. Oh, on this car there's a little strap here preventing it from coming up, so it's all loose now. And look, I've just figured out I don't really need to undo those. They're idiot proof, by the way, they don't fall out. I don't need to do that. All I need to do is just lift it up like so. Vacuum hose, don't forget to plug that back in later. You may need a long nose plier to take this off. Give it a little twist, that should usually work. You might need a little bit of WD-40 putting that back in. There should be a rubber stopper at the bottom. It is. Okay. Whatever I've been doing is happy. It comes out. I suppose it's that. So, there's the sensor in there. So I think it's best if I take this off. So I didn't really need to undo them at all. I might screw that one back on now. It's hard to get to that one. So I was right in the first place. I could have done all this with just the adjustable spanner. That would have fitted these two. These screws are probably not idiot proof, so I've got to be mindful how I take them off. I need to do this. I need to take this one off to access the rear side of this MAF sensor. I can't see the little resistor from here. So I'm going to do this on the floor to make sure that the screw don't fall off. So here it is. So I was looking at that end. Now I open it up, it looks like this. Have a look. You see that resistor, the little blue one? See that thing there? So that, I'll focus on it. That little resistor is covered in dirt. My eyesight, I can see that. So what we need is some special solvent. Forget that. Didn't say solvent. We need some special cleaning fluid. Right, so I went to toolstation and I bought this. I was looking for Holt's. They call it contact electrical cleaner. I found this one instead. This is probably double the price of Holt's. So I was a bit kind of gutted by that, but however, when I tested this out, watch my finger there. The thing is, you don't want a cleaner that leaves any deposits. So even when I put that on my skin, as it dries, you shouldn't see like whiteness on your skin. And this one has been the best that I've seen in quite a while. So yeah, it dries quickly, leaves no deposit. So this is EC90, about £9, fast drying contact cleaner. They've changed the formula. Contact cleaners in the past used to be oily, and they always have been. And they're starting to call these electrical cleaners contact cleaners now. So really simple. You know where I'm going to target. The resistor there. See that? It's freezing by the way when you go. And it is a spray from the dirt already. One quick spray. And out with the dry, of course. That is the thing that's lost me 10 miles per gallon. That little bit of dirt on there. A little bit of salt and spray. So reinstall, let it dry, reinstall, but please do that for your car. Save energy, save money. That equates to about what, 17-18% fuel efficiency. So if you was loading in £100 in your car, it's £16-17 you're wasting. Just by doing a simple job like this, you can reclaim your £8.99 in one petrol tank per fill. Anyway, thanks for watching. Easy as that.